On to other parts of our world, over in Ukraine, 3 months after the country's ousted president Viktor Yanukovych fled the country, voters are heading to the polls to choose their next president. Hopes are high for a new leader who promises closer ties with the West. Our Yudian reports.
Ukrainians are heading to the polls on this Sunday to elect a new leader who can put an end to the months of unrest that began when protests forced a pro-Russian regime out of power back in February. Tensions remain high in the east, with pro-Russian separatists threatening to block voting. The area is home to 1/7 of the country's 36 million voters.
Even if there is some interference at certain polling stations, or even if one electorate with several hundred polling stations cannot operate properly, that won't stop the Central Election Commission from determining the final result and announcing the newly elected president.
Businessman Petro Poroshenko, who was a strong backer of protests against former President Viktor Yanukovych last winter, is emerging as the front-runner, far ahead of the 20 other candidates. Ukrainians are hopeful the new president will restore order to the embattled country.
The new president should at least be able to end the current domestic conflicts. If the new president can stop Ukraine's domestic conflicts, it will be the greatest achievement within the presidency. I hope everything goes fine after the presidential election. I hope people can live peacefully and be more confident in the future.
Russian President Vladimir Putin vowed to respect the election results and said he is ready to work with a new leader during a speech in an economic forum on Saturday. Observers say Putin's conciliatory gesture was made to contain the damage to the Russian economy from Western sanctions. Yurian, Arirang News.